I'm also getting a lot of questions via Facebook and the telephone and Messenger. People are asking me, so what do? My perennials are been beaten up by the hail, or they're over, like this delphinium. And actually delphiniums today have been one of the top questions of the weekend. It must be a rainy day and people are looking at their garden a little differently. So there is a very fine line between taking things down too early in the season and not letting the leaf foliage put enough moisture back into the root system to prepare them for winter. And leaving them up like this, you run a risk of, in a delphinium case, they could seed everywhere in the garden. They look a little unsightly, and in the first snow, they're all going to come down anyway. So what do? I usually pick a fairly moderate height and I just give them a cut. I know they don't look the best, and I just take them down like this and I prune them so that I still have leaves on them, but I'm not going to have seeds everywhere. And leave the bottom half so that it'll be green and producing energy for storage for the roots for the bottom of the plant. Yet I'd like to get the air moving through the whole plant so we don't get any mold and mildew, which is what you're kind of seeing happening in places here now, because it's getting a little stressed. It might be stress from the weather, from the heat. It could be stress from the hail. Once again, I don't put any of this into compost. I put it into the garbage because all this mold can easily transfer over into the spring. So your dry leaf litter can go into your from your poplar trees. That goes into your compost. But at this time of year, we want to take some of this damaged material and over material has fallen over. Also, this particular salvia can romp around a little bit if I don't get it pruned back. And I can give this a good haircut now. Now your salvia may have fallen open like this because of hail or wind. And so what are you going to do? If you look here in the center of it, you will see at the top of the crown, it's coming very vigorously. So we can probably just come in here like this and start pruning this up, which will take it off of the walk. Okay, and we'll just take it off. And you'll see that in about 2 weeks, this nice little mound will have really grown. It'll have filled back in again. And it'll become just a nice little garden accent. Don't be scared to take something down like this at this time of year. It is finished blooming. It is not going to bloom again for you. And you can clean it up. I quite like this look for a time, but it is coming to the end of the season. So I just want to go in and clean it up a little bit like this. Whoops, don't take down the lily. And this will feed your root ball. This is enough left on here to feed your root ball and still give you that great look. That's just a little bit of deadheading in the garden. Things you can do to clean up right now and get yourself organized. And that will feed that root ball beautifully. It'll keep it neat and tidy for the upcoming season. And it'll grow again and fill in that space even in just a couple of weeks.